do this? Have I started recording? Yes, I have. Alright. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. I said this on the stream a moment ago. I seriously messed up my account by getting the game on the website rather than on Steam. So as you saw there was a Final Fantasy XIV 1 and a Final Fantasy XIV 2. Final Fantasy XIV 1 is my original account. I tried to access it, but it will not let me access it. It says it needs to be registered and such, and I don't know what I did to make it unregistered, so that's worrisome. I don't even know what I can do when it comes to new characters. Also, I went to the wrong data center, I think. I guess it's fine. Let's see here. Yeah, and my subscription is already. I tried to switch the subscriptions around. Hopefully I got it to work. Hopefully. So let's create a new character, I guess. Now I don't know if I'll be able to name my characters like I had on the other account. So no, I do not want him pasty white. At least not that pasty. There we go. Okay, so we have that hairstyle to choose from. Whoop. And this one. I guess I'll just stick with this one. I like it. Black hair. Jawline's fine. Eye shape. Yeah, the one that's on is fine. Don't want to mess with that. That's good. Two is okay. Nose. Nose is fine. Mouth is probably fine. Yeah. Lip color, none. Actually, let's change the face to that. There we go. Do I want a scar? No, I'm like a fresh adventurer. Like fresh off the boat. I'm not gonna worry about that. I can get tattoos later on, can't I? I don't want any face paint. Ah! Alright, I look okay. No, I don't need to save it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hmm. Are there any of fire? Zima is keeper of the sun. What? Oh, she commands the element of fire. Perfect. Yeah, I know it has no effect on gameplay. I think this is the first time I've seen that.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Well, last time when I did this, I started as the Lancer and went to Gridania. How about I be a Marauder? I like Gridania, I won't lie. But I would like to at least have a, I don't know. How about Gladiator, since we haven't had the chance to look at that yet? And I was going to play a Lalafell and be a Gladiator, so I can show you the starting world, the whole starting area. But I guess I'll be doing this. So confirm, please.
Uh-huh.
Select another world. Let's go to Gilgamesh. So now time to see here. Because I have a feeling it's not going to let me do this. No, it did. Awesome. Yeah, it's probably... Oh. Okay, I have no idea how long my mic has been muted for. uh, God damn it. I guess that's what happens when you have a mute function on the top of the mic that activates at the wave of your hand. So I have no idea how long it's been muted for. Boy. Honestly, I am kind of sad, but I'm also a little bit excited for some strange reason. Also, I guess that means I don't have access to the mail stuff anymore that I got on my other account. Like the boost to level 80 earpiece.
Here.
And I'm not spending money again to boost my character, at least not at this time.
Here. Feel. Here. Feel. Think.
Wow, what a great dream. Hey! Hey, you! You're finally awake. Byrnjolf caught you trying to cross the border, eh? You alright, lad? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the ether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry. You there! Halt! What's all this about? Inspection! Men, search the carriage. I'm just an honest peddler, friend. So, don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Okay, he just pulled that out of his back pocket. Sir, look. Someness. It smells a little bit like my ass. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers steal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days, unless you can afford the fine. Business as usual. Ah! Amuldra, to arms, to arms! Seven hells. Consider this a warning. Now go, all of you. Oh God. Phew. That kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades, lad. Bastards'll have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Think the gods were sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Eh, seeing as we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, she. That's because they're sleeping. Brett's the name, and peddlin's me trade. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying. I mean, ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business these days, especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Well, none of these are answers Byrnjolf would normally choose. At least when he first started. Power, eventually. Power to help others. Okay, to gain power. Power! As in, power to do good. Like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that. I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting. That's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. When you arrive in town, you'd best enroll at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild neither. Uldal's home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to fight with a sword, your fists, or even spells, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember, though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ul'dah? Why, yes. In fact, this is my first trip through this world. It is. Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. You can't really settle on a voice for him. Ul'dah is ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the royalty of the royalists. And the royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the lizard men, that's the Emolja, couldn't care less about Ul'dah politics. They have their own interests, see? And they ain't afraid to use force to serve him. They say war is a gift to peddlers. Need breed and profit. And though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. At long last. Behold Ul'dah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold. That's impressive, but can they turn that
Deep
into
in
gold?
the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the 7th Umbral Era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
And here's where we part ways, lad. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. You never did tell me your name, though. Hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Okay, so far, no problems. It would definitely be awkward if it crashed at this moment. Oi, Venture, over here! I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance, eh? How can I tell? Name's Wymond, and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge even, just this once alike. Well, if you put it that way, how can I refuse? Mouse and keyboard, please. Gotta love doing this every time you pop into the game. Well, when you start a new character, at least. Character configuration. So, I do not want to see my name. Pets. Only during battle. Companions during battle. For others, party members during battle. During battle. Other PCs, only during battle. Friends, always. NPCs. Minions. When targeted. Furniture when targeted. And apply that. Okay, so I need to rearrange some stuff here. So I would like a third hotbar, please. And it'd be a fourth since they're kind of small. For the fifth, I would like it to be these. And I guess I'll put down the seventh one. Apply. Okay, now I need to rearrange everything here. I'll get that perfect later. Where's the seventh one at, though? Didn't I pull out a seventh one? Oh, that's interesting. Hang on a second there, though. I thought I enabled the seventh one, right? There it is. Also, I need, before I do anything else, I need UI settings. Is it active help windows? Display pop-up help. Is that to this? No, it's not. I don't know what pop-up help is. There's also open all. There we go. Apply. And when I open this, it should, yep, open everything. Perfect. I like that. Now I need to figure out the HUD. So HUD layout. Let's move this down to here. Move that there too. This I'll move down. 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 Should be fine. Means I can move around on its own. So put those like that. Save. And, I really wish I could move this. Oh well. So there's 7. Okay. And this move to here along with this here and this here. Can I lock these into place somehow? So when I get to the hotbar, okay. I want to see if I can move these down just a bit more, but no, I don't think I will. So yeah, let's deactivate hotbar numbers. That way I'm not accidentally moving these around. And apply. Alright. "'Tis plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, you'll want to head over to the Quicksand and speak with Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Just take those steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventuring, adventurer. So before I do anything else, I have a ring here I can put on. Boop. Who are you? If you're looking to mingle with folk from all over, then the Quicksand is the place for you. I think it's time I replaced my tired old wand. Since we have the Alchemists Guild right here in Ul'dah, I might even treat myself to one of those more expensive custom-made types. Hello there, adventurer. You new to town? Best direct all your questions to Mistress Momodi, then. She'll take care of you. Watch yourself, adventurer. These people obsess over coin and ever scheme against their brethren. Even nature conspires against us here. The heart is unbearable on the sand. God's the sand. It finds its way into every crack and crevice. Anakin, is that you? Come, lad. Is this your first visit to Ul'dah? Oh, you'll find it to be a fine city, with more chances to make gil than anywhere else. If you'd like to earn a bit yourself, best go speak to Momodi about getting started. You'll find her just behind that counter there. I've dined at many of Ul'dah's finer establishments, but none hold a candle to the Quicksand. Somehow the ale tastes sweeter when drunk in her presence. Sounds like we have a boy in love. Why, hello there. Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momodi, and I own this fine establishment, if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. That's the best girl voice I can do. Sorry, guys. And lucky for you that it is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Umulja, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Oh, hello there. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all, there's worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder it's scarce been 5 years since the lesser moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an 8th hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. 'Twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. There's one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering. I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. I'm getting really tired of this voice I'm trying to do here. I guess I'll just go back to my normal voice. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even we can't remember them, but we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. There's a little thing on my screen there. Turned the O and R into a P, so it looked like it said per. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then. A promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand, too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register. Neat as you can. Byrnjolf Nordin. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Alright, Mr. Nordin. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 as my witness, I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a 4th chance to offend. You to attend to the scum. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight. Nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Byrnjolf. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little about our fair city. And that concludes the introduction. Which means in a moment players will be starting to appear once I talk to you. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I've a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, you head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetheryte. If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them. So be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned with an Aetherite before, Byrnjolf? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what happened. And you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Gladiators Guild over at the Colosseum. Assuming that sword ain't just for show, you might consider training here. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, over on the steps of Thal. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah, as long as you've got the gil. Just make sure as you don't pay more than you ought, Byrnjolf. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short, then, visit the Aetheryte Plaza, the Gladiators Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there's more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after gil the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you've finished, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a gil to your name. I'm concerned that it's taking a while to load. Oh, thank goodness. I was getting worried there. Also, wow, holy shit, look at that bow. That is an incredibly large bow. I like it too. It looks really nice. Alright. Before I do go to the Aetheryte Crystal, there's... So here I should go to. I went down the wrong way, but that's fine. All right. Oh, this is interesting. What is this? Most likely something I can't mess around with yet. Until I'm level 15. Siblings Rising. So it's for an event, huh? Hello, Wyman. So, how are you taking to Ul'dah, Byrnjolf? Make any new friends in high places yet? Well, when you have the Sultana's ear one day, I hope you won't have forgotten about old Wyman. Long as you're here, mayhap you can do me a favor and take this missive to Josias at the Platinum Mirage. It's just over yonder, and the man will even give you some gil for your trouble if only all work in the city was this easy, eh? There's a lot of fireworks going off. Oh god, I'm sorry. I need to remember to mute when I cough. And I have no mail, that means I don't have anything. Good grief. Hail, adventurer! Might you have come at the behest of Miss Momodi of the Quicksand? Excellent, which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, sir. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. But the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport. Well, these transportation spells make direct use of the aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. It's okay, I'm not that green. I mean, I am pretty shit at this game at times, but I sort of know what I'm doing. Tell me, what brings you here, friend? Looking for a bit of work, perhaps? Some small job to add a little weight to that coin purse of yours, Well, you're in luck. The pugilists have just placed an order for me for several of the leather gloves and harnesses they use for sparring. But the traders are cruel, for I find myself lacking the hides required. Would that I had the pelts of a few snapping shoes. What say you, friend? Here to help a merchant down on his luck, Bring me 5 snapping shoe pelts, and I promise to make it worth your while. You can find the creatures roaming central Thanalan. Do you have business with a Platinum Mirage this evening? This unmarked envelope contains a missive penned by local businessman Wyman. A missive from Wyman. Alright, let's have a look. Bird is barren, the hound's feast. So it goes. Oh, this? Well, you see, the guild is often contracted to provide protective services. And fortunately for this particular petitioner, Wyman's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed, so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. Hey, you. I saw you looking at me. You got something to say, huh? No? Well, I do. You know Diletta? Short, broke, never pays what he owes. Yeah, that bleeding horse son. Tell him to pay up, or I swear by the 12, I'll beat him so hard, it'll feel like the second coming of Dalamud. If I see that little shite's face, I'll end up pounding him into a bloody pulp, like as not, so you go and tell him. I wonder if this quest chain is still going to be bugged. Oh, gods be good! Gelther's goon! Alright, I'll give back every gil I owe, I swear it. But no more beatings, I beg you! Look, I haven't got the gil on hand, but I do have this ring. It ain't much to look at, but it'll surely fetch a high price. Was me dear departed mum's wedding ring. God's rest her soul, but she'll understand. Show it to Mamain, over at the ossuary, and you'll get your coin. Might as well tune to this while I'm here. Wah. Greetings, adventurer. What brings you to Orzaneth Ossuary? One look at this extravagant ring would make anyone question Didalata's mother's taste in finery. You wish to sell this heirloom on behalf of Didalata? Very well, it is most unfortunate when such drastic measures must be taken. And doubly so when the item in question is a fake. And just a gaudy, poorly wrought one. Also, you do know that our appraisals are not free. Normally this fee is subtracted from the agreed value. Alas, considering the negligible value of this ring, I'm afraid you would still owe us. However, since this is a rather unusual circumstance, we shall waive the fee this once. No need to concern yourself with this bauble. I will personally see to its disposal. I am Erasmus, of the Order of Nordin, and I am charged with studying the anatomy of this region's fauna and the environs in which they dwell. The dark art of the Order is death itself, and power over death can come only through knowledge of life. One day I shall publish my findings in a single comprehensive volume, The Many Breaths of Thanalan. But there is much work to be done before that day. Aid me, brother. Bring me 5 bottles of marmot blood, and perhaps I shall name you in a footnote. Marmots are hardy creatures that thrive nigh everywhere. You will most certainly find them just outside the city in western Thanalan, by way of the gate of the Sultana. Do take care. They can be feisty little critters when threatened. Okay, time to see if this is bugged. How can the Osri demand such exorbitant contributions every single moon? It's outrageous, I tell you. Don't they understand that a woman has needs? How do they expect me to pay for rouge and sunsilk dresses, and feed my marmot? If only I'd had the foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is all his fault. If he just worked harder and showed me some initiative, surely he would be rewarded, maybe even promoted. If things don't improve, it won't be long before I join the beggars in Pearl Lane. Save me from this cruel fate, I beg of you. Speak with my husband, Bobonima, and find some way to motivate him. You should find him at the Colosseum entrance, wearing one of those ridiculous outfits. Hi, I'm Bobonima. Congratulations, you found the world's worst husband. That is, if you believe that harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants around spending my hard-earned money. Now I see she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers. Well, if you're hell's bent on meddling in my affairs, you can assist me by taking some of these Franz the Fair flyers and posting them on the walls inside the Colosseum. I've got a long night ahead of me standing out here, so I won't be getting to it anytime soon. When you've finished, go and tell Wolkin at the Gladiators Guild. He should give you something for your trouble. Alright, time to see if this is bugged. Still. Well, shit, I can use it. Well, now that's encouraging. Genevieve. Ah! What have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at a lady such as I. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence. And now look at how my gill is scattered across the ground. Pick it up, right this instant. My gill. Now. There had better be not missing. The faint aroma of prosperity can be detected on this freshly minted gill. This appears to be everything. What are you staring at? Are you expecting some kind of reward? The insolence! And then she gives me how to gill. Yelpin' Bobonima. Well, ain't that charitable of ye. Franz has gotten pretty popular of late, and his fans keep stealing these flyers and taking them home as souvenirs. Ah, so you've met Bobonima's wife. Now I understand. Sorry to hear ye got caught up in all that. If you ask me, they're made for one another. Not that it's my place to judge, mind. Any road, we appreciate your help. Carried your horse in here looking for work, eh? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens I have a deed that needs doing. Wild ladybugs have been wrecking havoc. Let me reread that. Wild ladybugs have been wrecking bloody havoc on the outskirts of town. Something in the air of late made them ornery as an oryx in rut. Ain't much for fighting on their own, but in numbers, they're more than a match for the merchant who's seen more days at the teat than he has on the battlefield. Well, what'll it be? Fancy putting down 4 or so of the bloody buggers? Or don't ye? Welcome to the Gladiators Guild, friend. Tell me, are you new to the thrills of mortal combat? Not really. But for the sake of it, sure. Well, whether you are or not, you are new to us. If you would take your place in these hallowed halls, you must be willing and ready to undergo the most righteous training. You must endure cuts and bruises beyond counting, and like us not far worse. A daunting prospect, I concede, but there is no other way if you mean to take to the blood sands one day, and why wouldn't you? The Colosseum is only the most celebrated place of public entertainment in all of Ul'dah. Where else could a poor man amass a fortune so vast as to one day allow him to claim a seat on the syndicate? Ah, there's not an Ul'dan alive who isn't inspired by the rise of the self-made man. And there is no truer embodiment of this than the gladiator who wins riches and fame with his sword. Throughout its long and storied history, this guild has nurtured countless champions. Our training methods are second to none, and our members ever strive to develop new techniques. If you desire true glory, to fight and triumph amidst the roar of 10,000 voices, then this is where you belong, adventurer. Think of it. Think of your legacy. And if your soul stirs, join us. What will it be? Will you rise above the masses and inscribe your name in legend, or will you resign yourself to mediocrity and die in obscurity? A decision you shan't regret. One moment. Make way for Byrnjolf Nordin. Fresh meat coming through. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must present yourself to First Sword Mila. Seek her out and obtain her approval. You're not Mila, but you look like you need something. Have you come to wish me luck? I appreciate the thought, but there's no need to worry. What? You don't know who I am? The next biggest thing that's coming to the Colosseum? Zazariku is my name, and you'll be hearing all about my exploits in the coming days. I've even thought of a title for myself. The Garnet Gladiator. Which reminds me, I have yet to collect the circlet I commissioned from the Goldsmiths Guild. You wouldn't mind picking it up for me, would you? Aye, I heard Lulutsu. So you're Byrnjolf Nordin. It is a good, strong name. On behalf of the Gladiators Guild, allow me to welcome you. I am Mila, Guildmaster here. So you wish to study our arts. I presume you have your reasons for choosing the sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it easiest to learn. A sword is a simple weapon, but to wield a blade well is anything but simple. For every Colosseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments who failed to achieve greatness. Bear that in mind before you answer me, Byrnjolf, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have you the strength to live by the sword and, if it be your fate, die by it? Yes. Then welcome, Gladiator, to your new home. Let's not waste time, shall we? I would gauge your aptitude for the sword. Just outside the gates of Ul'dah, you'll find plenty of marmot, hornets, and shrews. Slay 3 of each and return here when finished. A simple task, but essential to your training nonetheless. Now go. Just taking a quick drink. Okay, where's my pathing? Let's see here. Looks like I would want to go up the stairs here to over here. Can I go up the stairs to go over here? Yeah, it looks like I should be able to. So to go over here, grab this, go down here, grab that, and go over here, do these, grab that, go there, go to here. Eventually I get sent down here, but I'm going to end up getting sent upstairs. And then I'll be sent back downstairs to this place. Alright. Let's go then. Blah. A small piece of parchment detailing an order for a gaudy circlet. Zazariku's circlet. Just a moment, sir. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. I am afraid crafting the circlet to Zazariku's exact specifications has proven somewhat difficult. We ran out of garnets halfway through our work, and we are still waiting on the next shipment. I hate to impose, but would you explain the situation to Crooked Haft and the Miners Guild? My records indicate that he was supposed to deliver the gemstones yesterday. Mayhap it slipped his mind. That person just leapt through that door. What could be keeping her? My beloved Yellow Moon and I promised to meet at this very spot, but 2 bells have passed and I've nary a word from her. Gods, I hope she's alright. As much as I wish to go off and find her, I simply cannot. What if she were to come in my absence? Please, would you search for her in my stead? It's possible she is somewhere near the Weaver's Guild. She always enjoyed watching the... By the gods, do you think she's left me for someone more dapper? I try not to look at a bumpkin, but I have no mind for fashion. I have a mind to drain a pint, so hurry up and speak your business. She wants how many bloody garnets? 7 hells. Man, they don't grow on trees. But more than that, this lad But more than that, this lad what fancies himself the next Franz the Fair ought to worry less about style and more about swordplay. And he wrote, I'll do my part to ensure the little bastard gets bedecked and all the goddamn garnets he can afford. And if he dies in his first fight, well, at least he'll leave a pretty corpse. People don't actually die in the Colosseum, do they? It's a troubling thought. Something in a cream. Oh, whatever shall I do? This dress, I just can't seem to finish it. The design is flawless, absolutely flawless. Of that I have no doubt, but I simply cannot settle on the color for the life of me. How would you like to conduct a bit of field research for me? I'm dying to know what color the ladies of Ul'dah are wearing these days, especially on Husting Strip. And when you're finished, please call on Luku at the Alchemist's Guild. The woman is a wizard with dyes. Have her cook up whatever color you find is most popular. By God, be good. Just look at me. This hair, this outfit, they don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? Oh, I can't let Bitter Snow see me like this. Maybe the last tunic was best, after all. Or, no, perhaps the blue. Bitter Snow is waiting for me. But I haven't anything to wear. If it is work you seek, the Weaver's Guild welcomes you. Indeed, your timing is impeccable. A soiree is to be held. A soiree. I think I already pronounced that correctly. A soiree is to be held with all of Ul'dah's elite in attendance. Once the invites went out, the orders came in, and that with a fury. Every lord and lady from Cape Deadwind to the Cinderfoot is demanding the latest fineries. I need hands, and I need them now, yet I cannot spare the time to go off in search of them. Would you care to aid us, friend? Ask no more than you welcome to our doors any willing souls you might find. Come, let us see how you fare. Show me your warmest welcome. Excellent. I dare say I would work for you myself. Now hurry off. We need those people. What happens if I talk to them first? We Uldans have a weakness for fashion. Why, just look at me. I've taken the trouble to match my wrap to my hair. Ravishing, though. You have something to say? Gods, I can hardly contain myself thinking of the new dresses that will be at that party. Would that I were invited. Wait, what am I doing? Let's do this. Work at the Weaver's Guild? I'd be lying if I said I weren't interested. To whom might I go to inquire further? The Weavers are recruiting? Finally, my chance to become a famous designer. I did get this already, right? Yes, I did. Are you looking for a model? Oh, you naughty boy. Flattery will get you everywhere. I appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stitching and whatnot. Fancy my garb, do you? And well, you should. It's all the latest rage. Hey, how about you come and make some of that yourself? So the Weavers need help, do they? Sorry, friend. I'm all set for coin. What? What do you want? I've no time for your shenanigans. You're getting in my bloody way. Now piss off! Weaving work? Take a look at me, Fred. I'm a bloody guard. And on duty, no less. Move along now. What on earth is that? Oh, Larry, it seems we got some demons among us. Somebody call the church. You've returned. Well, how did you fare? 2 potential recruits, say? Welcome news. I only hope their zeal for fashion will show in their efforts for the guild. What we do here may seem all silk and satin, to be sure, but the work within these walls is far from easy. And that, I suppose, our trade is not unlike any other. Alright, now I'm being sent upstairs. Just wondering if there's any other Ethernet shard around here. No, just over here. It looks like. Wait, I passed a person. Most popular color of late. Well, all colors have their merits, of course. But if pressed, I'd have to say red. Why, any color is perfectly fine for a dress, you silly thing. So long as it comes off easily at the end of the night. Why am I asking men? What color is in fashion? Well, I must say, I'm just back from Gardania, and I find there's a certain verve to verdant livery. Green, you bloody idiot! Best color for a dress? Well, you know what they say. Once you go black, you never go back. Yellow. What fairer color than that in the name of the fairest maiden? Yellow moon. Oh, yellow moon, how my heart pines for you. What else do I need up here? Oh, nothing. It's just telling me to go this way. There's never a shortage of white dresses on our Uldan ladies. Surely it is the most comfortable color to wear under this murderous sun. Sure. But how would it... Actually, no. Definitely not white. I mean, what happens if you're sweating a lot? And then there's the sand, and... I think that would just not look right. Then again, I guess all of the dresses would end up like that. Personally, I've always had a thing for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. I honestly cannot picture that. Why don't we go with a tie-dye dress? What is happening here? When exactly did these episodes begin? It's my son. He's been having terrible night fits. Oh, okay. I was worried that was going to be something else. Red, ever and always. This is Ulda, my dear boy, where the sun beats on your back with fiery fists, and the sins and sands are hot and unforgiving, and everywhere at once. We Uldans live for our passions, and our lust for life is surpassed only by our lust for lust. You're here on behalf of the Weavers Guild, are you not? Yes. Ethelwyn said you'd be along. Well, what color is it to be then? Sounds as though you have 2 votes for red, 1 vote each for green, yellow, white, and black, 1 abstaining, and 1 vote for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. By no means a resounding victory, but I suppose red it shall be. I have some catalysts I've been saving for just such an occasion. Mark my words. I'm going to concoct the most vibrant red Ulda has ever seen. Alchemy may look arcane and esoteric to the uninitiated, but it is grounded in naught but science and experimentation. Indeed, I dare say it does more to advance culture and civilization than nigh any other discipline. Yes, yes, yes! At last my work is complete! Mark my words, this formula will revolutionize alchemy as we know it. With just a sip of this tonic, even raging fevers will be instantly extinguished. But I must needs test it, adventurer. While I produce more, I bid you take this batch to Pearl Lane, to a man there named Landebert. He is trusted by the other refugees. Persuade this Landebert to take my tonic and give it to his people. I require nothing in exchange. After all, if it is truly effective, it will be a tremendous boon to the advancement of the alchemic arts and, mankind at large. I saw that on the map and that threw me off for a second. I thought it was a thing over here. Am I back at the Gladiators Guild? Oh, holy shit, I am. I guess I'll go this way. Oh, wow. Okay. Not sure what this is all about. A conniving ne'er-do-well. Medicine for the sick. An earthly smelling medicine created by budding alchemist Elwyn Alder. Ha! We're not fools, boy. We know full well what that bastard Elwyn is up to. But we'll accept his medicine nonetheless. Look at us. Beggars can't be choosers. Might be as it's a mere experiment to him, but to us it's a matter of life and death. If we got to choose between this bastard swill and nothing at all, is it really a choice? Few come here by chance, and fewer still bearing medicine. Your kindness shouldn't go unrewarded. The vase is important to us, but I want you to have it. It's just some old pottery, I know, but it might be valued by collectors, or by collectors of cultural artifacts. There are men who are willing to pay good coin for such objects. If you go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, chances are you'll find one of them. And that was all the Ethernet. Free me! Free me! Thank you. And you are? Oh, a newly come adventurer. But of course. Yes, I am Cesaroggo. What can I do for you? You would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace. Very wise. As for my fee... What? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Ul'Dan for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judged by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. A slip of bound parchment entrusted to you by Quicksand Proprietress Mabodi Modi. Oh, Mistress Mamodi entrusted you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Uldal's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. Starting to get tongue-tied here. Tongue-tied. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Vitalbrand and Aldernard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer. A deadlier sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where your coin is concerned. That is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momodi. Now off with you! Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning gentleman like yourself be looking for today? The crack was there before you found it. Honest. Permit me to examine this vase of yours. I hope you did not spend too much coin on this trash. A flood of like items brought in by refugees and destroyed what demand once existed. The markets are fickle, my friend. If you lose sight of current trends, you stand to lose everything, as I once did. Market wards once bore my name, until fate and hubris reduced me to this. For your sake, I pray that you do not have to learn this lesson the same way I did. Alright, looks like I'm going back to the quicksand here. And then I can leave town. That's a cute little Moogle. How was your tour of the city, Byrnjolf? Get lost, did you? Aye, well, Uldal's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. Actually, the only place I've ever gotten lost to it is Radzetan. That's the name of it, right? Radzetan? Radzetan? So when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Alright then. All that's left for you to work hard. Alright then. All that's left is for you to work hard. Make money and spend it here at the quicksand. Well, youngling. Well, youngling. Don't call me a youngling. Anakin will kill me. How are you finding our fine Uldahl then? Got your bearings about you yet? So, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Uldahl are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another altogether. What's that thing? Oh my god, it's adorable. Look at that little guy. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to. And he you. Name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Uldahl dispatch yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door across the hall, and you'll see the gate of Nald staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. Come upon it for long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though. More than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you. But feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Oh dear, I have even more quests. Sure, darling. You can come for a ride. Huh? Where am I? Who are you? And more importantly, where'd she go? Ah, bugger. Did me shift starter already? The hell's with it. I'm bleeding exhausted anyway. Mind taking this to Giganasu? At the dispatch yard? Outside the city? He'll probably give you something for the trouble. That is a very shiny scarf. Pray let me catch my breath. I went all the way to Scorpion Crossing for a package, but only just now realized I returned with the wrong one. The way back is so far. I simply can't. Would you make the trip back in my stead? I'm sure some poor soul at Scorpion Crossing is missing this package. I haven't the breath left to tell you the way. Go and see Mimishu. I'll do that in a moment because some of the things I need to do are over here. I probably already completed that, so I didn't need to kill that little guy. some more. Alrighty. I'll do the story mission later. Let's do all the side quests first. Yeah, looks like we have an angel here. As the battle between heaven and hell have begun. So I need to become stronger. Stronger than the gods themselves. I still like it when there's a crowd of people. You end up hearing talking in the ambient sounds. I like that. Back already, are you? Come, let us see what you've brought. Exceptional. These are fine shoe pelts indeed. Well done, my friend. The Pugilists Guild is among my largest clients. I fear what would have come to pass had this order been delayed any longer. Take this, You've more than earned it. Scorpion Crossing. The way couldn't be simpler. Pass through this gate and head west until you come upon it. Delivering a package, are you? In that case, you'll want to speak to Oswell when you arrive. Let's turn this thing in real quick. The blood. Have you brought it? The erudite Erasmus is convinced this frothy blood of a star marmoret will help him better understand the life the now deceased beastkin lived. Yes, yes, this shall serve nicely. By virtue of your toil, I am one step closer to publishing the many breaths of Thanalan. Thank you. Take this as recompense. Go now, and may the traitors smile upon you. I am now level 5. Actually, now that I completed the gladiator stuff, I kind of feel like I should probably go back here. Back in one piece, are ye? It's about bloody time. I admit ye look as though ye just picked up a sword yesterday, but ye handle yourself well enough, I'll give you that. And here, I'll give ye this, as well. Ain't worth a night in Uldal's finest pillow house, but I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Welcome back, Byrnjolf. Byrnjolf. I take it you dispatched the beasts, and with ease. Rest assured, there will be far greater challenges to come. If you wish to master the sword, you must test yourself against a wide variety of foes. To this end, I present to you this hunting log. It contains information on creatures ideal for a gladiator in training. You will doubtless gain valuable experience should you seek out and slay them. It is only with such practice that you will recognize and eliminate the deficiencies in your technique. Your training under me shall continue once the haft sits so snugly in your hand that you cannot imagine holding aught else. Not even your Venus. Until then, Byrnjolf. Oh, whoops. Ah, Byrnjolf. I take it you and your sword have become better acquainted. So many opportunities for dirty jokes there. Then I will now instruct you on another fundamental aspect of what it means to be a gladiator. Commanding an opponent's attention. As gladiators, we are trained to engage enemies at close range, weathering their attacks as well as delivering our own. However, there are times when we must do battle alongside allies whose talents are not the same as our own. In such a situation, your role is not to slay the enemy in front of you, but rather to defend the man beside you. We do this by eliciting the enmity of our opponents through attacks and techniques designed to incite their hatred. You must learn to draw the enemy's attention to yourself and to trust in your stout constitution to endure. In so doing, you protect your weaker comrades who would otherwise perish. To help you better understand this, there's a task I would have you perform. It just so happens that Mamodi of the Quicksand has requested our assistance. A gang of Laminzan marauders has paraded into town and begun harassing people outside her establishment. Men like these prey on the weak, but will turn tail and flee at the first sign of defiance. You need not resort to violence. It will suffice to show them that you are not afraid of them, and will not tolerate their behavior. Seek out the Laminzans, and make your presence known by bellowing, "Face me, marauder!" In this way, you will protect the people of Ulda, as you would your allies in battle. Oh, it's foggy out. Or maybe it's a dust storm. Or maybe we have a really bad wildfire where we are at. Is that guy lagging? Are these lads lagging, or are they Oh dear. Help. Run away! Run for it! God, I'm being chased down. Somebody save me. Well, shit. You got a lot of nerve thinking ye can talk to me like that. Here's my blush emote. Oh, whoops. Oh, what? Oh, what? What? Wait, what? What? What's happening? An egg. Thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's pretty cool. Anyway, slash me. That was a bit awkward, but hey, they're nice guys. Oi, come on now. He was disrespecting me proud sea wolf's heritage. Puh. Fine, I'll leave the bastard be, but we ain't finished. Oh dear, he's got this lady in a corner. Just turn around and walk away, adventurer. Are you deaf? Get lost! The hell is your problem? Maybe she likes her men rough. What are you supposed to be, her bleeding manservant? Bah! Don't matter, you've gone and spoiled the mood. The hell's you want? This don't concern ye, so bugger off. You know your friend here's a 12 damn cheat. Thinks he can charge us more, 'cause we're foreigners. But he'll get his own back, mark me words. bugger off. Can't you see I'm having a civilized conversation with this poxy horse on? What? You blamed me because this little shite shat his own pants? Well, bugger him. And bugger you too. Me poxy arse is your best brew. I'd sooner drink a pint of me own piss than this swill. Sorry, mate, but I drink alone. Or at least not with the likes of you. I prefer companions better suited to companionship. Okay. I haven't really been on Gilgamesh long, but so far the people are very interesting.
Woohoo!
Just who the hell do ye think you're speaking to, maggot? I'm Farmerl. That name sounds oddly familiar to me. I've never heard that before. I'm Farmul the Driven, and me and me bloody marauders have been reaving so long mothers scare their children with tales about us. Don't believe me words? Then I'll let me axe do the talking. Oh, this is lively, even for the quicksand. You two going to put on a show for us? What's this? Another goddamn fool? Show some respect when ye talk to. Farmul the Driven, leader of a trip of bloody mummers, or some such. I heard you the first time. Your voice carries quite well. Then unless you want me to split your skull with me axe, you better. That sword! Couldn't be. Frenzy? But only the sword of Nald would... Bloody hells, it's you! You know, I've never been one to stand back and watch. Mind if I join the fun? Begging your pardon, sir. Why do they always do that? Looks like it's just you and me. Signing up to the Lemminzen was quite brave of you, and quite foolish. I think I like you, gladiator. Name's Aldous, and I'd buy you a drink, but I'm afraid I just spent the last of my coin. I used to be a young gladiator like you, till I took an arrow to the knee. Back then, but that hardly concerns you. These days, I'm just an explorer of the unexplored, a seeker of as yet unknown experiences. Like that beautiful stranger keeping my bed warm right now. Gods, I've missed this city. This wonderful desert jewel of debauchery and sin. Now, if you'll excuse me. Whoa, what? Fidelity. Who invited me? Is that you? Who the hell invited me? It's lo-fi, correct? I can't really see anyone who was supposed to be from lo-fi. No. Yes. I'm sure it'll be beneficial to join one, but I don't really like accepting random invites. I swear, if I hadn't seen all this with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it was him. Everyone here thought he died years ago. Listen, Byrnjolf, do me a favor and don't tell Mila about meeting Aldous, alright? She doesn't need this sort of drama. Why? Well, let's just say some folk ain't good for one another. Wait, did I just pass my... Oh, no. No, I did not. My boots are really squeaky. I've already heard of your exploits at the quicksand, Byrnjolf. You did well to send those marauders packing. I wish I could say we've heard the last of them. Alas, we've received reports of axe-wielding raiders assaulting merchants, traveling through Scorpion Crossing. Seems a word will not suffice, after all. I want you to finish what you've begun, Byrnjolf. Head to Western Thanalan, and see that Formal the Driven and all those who have shared in his crimes never troubled the people of Ul'dah again. Oh, looks like I have to kill these guys again. Look, it's not that I hate you guys, you're just in my hunting log. so that's AoE. Okay. It's gone. I just know it. Gods, as if I hadn't enough problems already. Took the wrong package, Byrnjolf. You bloody oaf. The Horizon package. You were 12 cent. You spared me quite a headache, friend. Thank you. If only there weren't so many other misplaced shipments plaguing me these days. Okay, I think I have enough stuff to start equipping. At least for the moment. Remove the face piece. Or head piece. You have time to spare, don't you? Make yourself useful and help me find my missing crates. The manifest clearly states that 3 crates bound for the East Aldernard Trading Company were included in the latest shipment from Vesper Bay, but I can't seem to find the bloody things. They ought to be around here somewhere, but I can't waste any more time looking. If you find the crates, bring them to me. No, 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 no. This can't be happening. There's no time to send for more, and no. You there. Please, you must help me. Go kill as many cactars as you must to gather 4 bottles of their blood. I don't care if you have to hunt the little green bastards to extinction. Please, there's no time to explain. Just know that my very life hangs in the balance. For the love of the gods, hurry, man! You there! Yes, you. You're an adventurer, are you not? You travel about Eorzea, slaying beasts and finding treasure, that sort of thing? I've need of help. I must travel to Horizon, where my cargo awaits, but my chocobo, Slugger, won't move an elm. I tried to have a closer look, but I saw a vile pair of antennae protruding from his feathers, and lost my nerve. I love Slugger with all my heart, but bugs I cannot do. I fear he may have a parasite ladybug that's gorging itself on his blood. Do ladybugs do that? Check him for me, would you? And if you find a ladybug dug in there somewhere, kill the damn thing. By the way, have you heard the news about the goblet? All that quality land, so desperately coveted, is to be auctioned off to bidders, regardless of their origins. Even adventurers have the right to participate. Just imagine, the entire area could end up owned by wealthy foreign... I beg your pardon, sir. It isn't that I dislike adventurers, far from it. But when you consider that Ul'dah is still struggling to accommodate countless refugees, the idea that this land is being sold for profit is not surprising whatsoever, come to think of it. Still, the least they could do is give preferential treatment to the hard-working Uldans like me. I've been saving for years, just waiting for an opportunity like this to come along. Say, you wouldn't happen to be curious as well, would you? About the goblet? My hands are full here, but if you've a moment to head that way and look into this auction business on my behalf, I'd be ever so grateful. There's bound to be an Immortal Flames representative by the gates or in the goblet who can explain what's going on. This wouldn't happen without General Raban's approval, of that much I'm sure. Quee! Look, that's the best part time I can do. that it? Do I still need a... Okay. Slugger says thank you. And you've my thanks as well. I was sure, as sunup, it was a parasite ladybug. Must have latched itself on somewhere along the road. But how the bloody thing managed to stay concealed at that size is a complete mystery. In fact, I'm not even going to question it. I'd just like to move on and put this all behind me. I like how it's like the message from the end giving you like a nudge saying, just don't question it, okay? If we don't keep our chocobos healthy, cargo won't be able to move over land. We owe these birds a great debt. I wish more folk would see that. What a lovely quiet night. Yeah, I was just curious about something. No. I was going to see if I should repair my gear, but I don't think I need to at this time. These feel lighter than they should. Maybe you just got stronger over time. Did you find my crates? Great job, friend. These will make the next wagon thanks to you. The shipments never stop coming, day in and day out. Just keeping track of everything is enough to give me migraines. Business is good, true, but what use is money if you haven't the time to spend it? I haven't drowned a pint with friends in weeks. Boxes, crates, barrels, lifting, moving, stacking, there's no end to it. I'm tired, so very tired. Say, friend, do a hard-working stranger a kindness, would you? See this letter safe to Kickapoo at the Silver Bazaar? I'd call on her myself, but I haven't the time. And I doubt these weary legs would carry me there even if I did. I'd like to send her something nice along with it. Could I trouble you to scrounge up, say, 5 hammer tail feathers? Gods know you can find the beasts around here easy enough. Kickapoo's a dear old friend. She's called the Silver Bazaar home for far too long. There's been ill rumors of the place of late. I just like to make sure she's well is all. And I need these guys. Their death screams reminds me of the sound of the sharp teeth in Land Before Time. Is there any more earth shards around here? Not that I'm seeing. Oh, there's one over there. But I need to go over here so I can get this thing done. Well, I've been going for 2 hours. Well, 2.5 hours. Heard about the auctions, have you? You're not the first to approach me this eve. Aye, it is true. In an effort to encourage immigration to our great nation, all lands within the goblet are to be set aside for adventurers like yourself. Tragic, some might say, that only adventurers will be permitted to settle within its wards. But such decisions were made by men wiser than I. Beautiful place, the goblet. A man-made oasis, built atop a towering butte. Butte? But why bother explaining when you can see it for yourself? Just head through these gates and follow the road. If you wish to know more about the goblet, speak with the recruit stationed just past the entrance. He will be happy to assist you. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Goblet. Beg your pardon? An Ul'Dan woman asked you to learn more about the auctions? Oh dear. As you may have heard, these plots are reserved exclusively for adventurers. Since your friend is an Ul'Dan citizen, she is ineligible to participate. Should you yourself have a mind to purchase a plot, pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. You've returned. Tell me, what have you learned of the auctions? Eh? What do you mean it's reserved exclusively for adventurers? I mean, sure, times are tough, and every nation is scrambling to attract formidable fighters. But what about my needs? What about my 40 acres and a chocobo? It's just not fair. Also, I'm pretty sure the plots of land are not even 40 acres. Have you brought the cactar blood? All 4 bottles? Show me! Actually, this clear liquid is far closer to water than it is blood. Except that is from the cactar it is taken from. For him, it is most definitely blood. Whew, you saved my hide, friend. Just stopped to give my cargo a check on the way to Ul'dah and saw that all my bottles of Radzatan skin tonic were as empty as a Garlean promise. Looks as though the lids shook off in transit and the whole load spilled right out. But I refused to have it said that Guntram failed to make good on the delivery. Cactar blood is supposed to help keep the skin supple. I'll just use what you've brought to fill the bottles, to fill the empty bottles, and all those lovely Ul'dah ladies will be none the wiser. Oh, don't worry about getting found out. Radzatan skin tonic is still a rare find, all the more so this far south. Adventure none in Ul'dah would even know it from an ampoule of their own piss. They tore me from my saddle and took everything I own. Bring my goods back to me, I beg of you. Troll bless you, adventurer. If it weren't for good men like you, I'd never leave home. Did I get any more gear? No, I did not. The fate's about to end anyways. No point in participating. Unless I get attacked. Ow. Oh, I can't even access the Chocobo keeps yet. Well, what is it then? Come to try and scare me and these poor folk off our land again? Go on, do your worst. I'll not budge one step from this spot. Hammerbeak tailed feathers and a letter. Dear gods, it's from Oswell. Have you seen him? Is he well? Dearest Kickapoo, it's been too long since I wrote ye last. How have ye fared since? As ever, I am a slave to my trade, and sadly it hasn't seen fit to take me to or through the Silver Bazaar in some years. I've heard it told that scum of Ul'dah have set their sights on your Silver Bazaar. It seems beyond saving, really. How long do you mean to linger in that horrid hovel? Remember, some birds just aren't meant to be caged. Spread your wings and soar once more, Kickapoo. Spread my wings and soar? By the gods, this is by far the most ridiculous letter I've ever read. And Hammerbeak tail feathers? The dolt does realize he sent the feathers of a flightless bird, doesn't he? Well, Oswell can go bugger himself. I've no intentions of stepping one ilm from this hovel, much less soaring from it. It's my hovel, and I love it. You have a warm face for an outsider, not like those other curs loitering about the bazaar. Surely you've seen the hammers to the east of here, or at the very least heard them. Well, a few of their workers have decided to drop in on us for a little rest and relaxation. But they're no workers. They're nothing but hired muscle sent to threaten the people of the bazaar and harass our shops. It's not the first time. But I dare say, a formidable lad such as yourself just might be able to scare them off with some strongly worded doubts. What say you? Hey there, friend. I've a sure way into some easy gill. If you're interested, it won't even require you to break a sweat. Well, not much of one. All you need to do is slay enough rusty goblins to gather 4 bottles of goblin grease, and then deliver them to a hire by the name of Adelard at the hammers. Once he has the grease, he can use it to keep the hammers running. It couldn't be more simple. I'm surrounded by fools here. They detest the hammers and the new way of life they symbolize. They care only for the successes of the past, but it blinds them to the opportunities of the present. Change isn't coming, friend. It's already here. I call the Silver Bazaar home for now, but I've no lingering affection for the place. I go wherever there is gil to be gotten. You don't want trouble with me, boy. Piss off. Your ears working? I said piss off. Enough already. I'm leaving. But tell that bloody Kickapoo this is the end of nothing. You hear? Nothing. Sitting around picking on poor folk. Easiest bloody kill I ever made. And the funnest. Persistent little bastard, ain't ya? Fine, I'm on my way. But tell that Kickapoo this ain't over. My business is my own. Now get out of my sight before I put you out of it. Ha! I was just about to leave anyway, so don't go thinking you had any part of it in it. Please, you must help me. It's my father. Well, he isn't dying or anything. He's a fisherman by trade, you see. But he broke his only compass. He hasn't been able to put out to sea in weeks. The compass is very special. It was crafted by the goldsmiths of Esheim's lapidaries. Repairing it will require many chunks of magnetite. Such stones can be found near the lighthouse, but the search is not without its dangers. The area is rife with earth sprites drawn to the magnetism. I am a lowly fisherman's son. I have no arm for fighting, nor the stomach. 3 chunks of magnetite would serve to mend the compass. Once you find them, please take them to my father, Galfredus. No doubt he'll be dawdling about the bazaar, as always. You can talk at me all day if you like. Short of a Garlean legion marching through the gate, I won't be getting up at any time soon. These Silver Bazaar folk are annoying as all hells. I'll give you that. Buggered this job. I'm off to find some peace and quiet. Are they gone then? All of them? Well, that's a relief. Serves them right for trying to scare honest folk from their homes, so their own masters can buy them. The hammers were built to pound the ground here into solid foundation. The plan is to turn these tracts into manors and manses for Thanalan's wealthy. The same fate awaits the Silver Bazaar, since the value of the land is set to rise. Small wonder some opportunists is trying to drive us all off, so he can have it all to himself. Silver Bazaar may not be what she used to. More people leave now than come, and more shops close than open. But it's my home, and I don't mean to be chased off by some bloody gillionaire craven who sends common thugs to do his dirty work. I wonder what would happen if communism was introduced to Ul'dah. Then again, it doesn't have a democracy, so that might make things difficult. Up you get. Come on. Get up there. What do you mean I joined the fade? Oh dear, that looks problematic. Be gone, foul creatures! You do not belong here. And you. Give me your grease. Fall before me, being. Forgot to grab this. Okay, well, I just pissed off both of them. Probably the last one I need to guess. Yep. What is it? Can't you see I'm busy cleaning the sand clogs from these hammers? Gods, I'd kill for a few bottles of goblin grease right now. It's best if one does not ask exactly how this oil was extracted from a goblin. Goblin grease! Apafano must have sent you. Thank the gods for both of you. Before long, these tracks will be covered with the estates of Ul'Dan Elite. But the ground is still too loose to build upon. The hammers are pounding to make a solid foundation. Once that's done, then you'll see the structures start to rise. The building was planned to stretch even farther, to the heart of the Silver Bazaar even. But it seems the powers that be are being met with some local resistance. Here's some last-named Kickapoo holds the rights to the bulk of the land there. Stubborn to a fault, that one. Bloody thorn in the side. Don't waste your time, mate. Bloody compass done broke on me. I'll not be fishing this day nor the next. More than like. Magnetite. Daniel asked that of ye, Daniel asked that of ye, did he? Says adds to fix up the old compass and put back out to sea, is he? Catch a nice haul of fat fish, hmm? I have a vessel what's barely seaworthy, and scarce big enough for me alone. I have no crew, no hands to help me with the haul. All bloody day at sea bustin' me arse. Gets me a few gill at best. Gods, days ain't what they were. Time was, you could scarce count the ships, but used to make berth here. There weren't no empty coin purse or stomach in all the bazaar. Small ships ain't got no place at sea no more. Everywhere I go, I'm in the shadow or wake of some monstrous trawler or seiner. The old ways are done. We little fishermen done lost our way. I ain't no fisherman no more. Nor much of a father, I suppose. Just a broken man with a broken compass and broken dreams. I appreciate what you did, friend, bringing me magnetite. Gave it some more thought, I did. I gave it some more thought, I did, putting back out to sea and all. But even with me compass fixed, still ain't got me lucky copper lure. Still ain't got me copper lures. Lucky copper, whatever. Was waylaid by some goblin muggers a few weeks back, just north and east of here. Thieving bastards made off with all me lures, dozens all told. Must be ye felled some earth sprites to get at the magnetite chunks. Am I right? If so, I reckon ye could put down a few goblins and bring me back me lures. Suppose I could make do with just 2 of them. A couple of copper ones should serve for now. You up for helping put a broken life back together? Those goddamn haulers! Who do they think they are? I paid good coin to... Ah, you there. You're one of those task-seeking adventurer types, are you not? Some wares I ordered from an Ul'Dan merchant arrived, but those bloody worthless haulers just dropped them outside the gate and left. Ain't obliged to bring them in no further, the lazy bastard said. Gate to the bazaar, still the bazaar. Order ain't said nothing about no home delivery. The gall! There are 3 pieces in all. Would you be so good as to bring them to me? Sure, but I'll be taking them on a bit of a journey before I bring them back. Is that my screen? Oh, it is my screen. Ooh. That's gross. It had like some weird clumps of substance on the top corner of my screen. Thing is, I had just cleaned my screen not that long ago. Oh, how I wish I could fly right now. It ain't easy to ask, but I'm asking all the same, friend. 2 copper lures to get me back out to sea and put me Daniel's heart at ease. From its condition, it can't be gathered that that this lure was gnawed on by more than one denizen of the deep. I'll be damned! Me old copper lures. Never thought I'd see these buttes again. Bloody hells, them goblins sure saw to banging them up. Ain't gonna be catching no fish with these. Well, that's that. Must be Nold himself. It must be Nold himself telling me to give up me sea legs. Might be as there's a new life waiting out there somewheres. maybe me comps'll lead me to it. Born and bred here I was. Ain't never called no place else home. Times are changin', though. Suppose I could sell off me land to them bloody buzzard prospectors and see what else is out there for me. Gods, those oafs better not have damaged my bags. Well, have you found them yet? The piece is quite warm, from having sat under the Thanalan sun. Hopefully, there is nothing perishable inside. Let's see. Yes, yes, and yes. Excellent. Everything is accounted for. These bags contain garments from sun-silk tapestries, though each is flawed in some way. In Ul'dah, even a minor misthread is enough to turn the most luxurious gown into fodder for the furnaces. Not here, though. So long as the garments bear a famous name, the souls of the Silver Bazaar have no qualms with the quality. Times used to be better. We were never driven to such lows, but Gil is harder to come by now, and more so with each passing day. All that's left to this bazaar are overly proud souls with utterly developed tastes. Everyone clings to the glories of the golden past, yet none make efforts to reshape the dismal present. I pray this damnable bazaar someday sinks beneath the sands that strangle it. The sooner the better. It's terrible, Byrnjolf. Simply terrible. Please, you must help us. You've already done so much for us. I know, but we are in grave danger. Those fiends have drawn up a fake contract of sale and are trying to use it to drive us from the bazaar. Do you smell that, Kickapoo? That is the smell of inevitability. You knew this day would come. You simply chose to fill the interim with resistance rather than acceptance. Brave, but foolish. Back for more, Kenrick. How many times must I say it before it seeps into that thick skull of yours? I'll die before I see one ilm of this land fall into your hands. Easily arranged, I assure you. Come, Kickapoo, listen to reason. You know who we are. You know our deeds. You've no hope in this. Look at this miserable place, a stain on the map. You resist now, but I swear I will lay waste to these shabby tents and broken buildings, and when I'm finished, I guarantee you will thank me for it. You stupid, foolish man. You couldn't be more wrong. We may no longer boast the visitors or gil of days past, but this is home to me and many more. Our memories are here. Years' worth of them. Decades. We sweated together when we dug this well. We laughed and drank together in every festival, and we mourned together with each life the desert took from us. That is the Silver Bazaar. That is home. Those memories are what make this place. And I swear to the 12 above, I'll feed you and whatever masters you serve your own manhood before I let you destroy it. Stubborn girl. No matter. The sale is all but concluded. Look about you. Writs of seizure have already been posted. And I'd not think of taking them down, were I you. End this futile fight, Kickapoo. There are far more of us, and if you are truly willing to die for this place, we're more than willing to oblige you. Byrnjolf, please! The writs of seizure! You must tear them down and chase Kendrick from here once and for all. thought you might. I thought. I thought you might be along. Pity you're too late. The demolitionists are already on their way. Every building bearing a writ of seizure will be rubble within an hour. The writs! What have you done? But that means... my men! No, that's impossible. The day may be yours, but I will be back soon, and with far more fearsome company. You've made an enemy for life, you fool. I won't be content simply to see the bazaar struck from the maps. No, I will not rest until its name is wiped from every history book in Eorzea. So Kenrick is gone for now, is he? That's certainly the brightest news we've had in a while, though. I can't help but wonder about the more fearsome company he threatens to bring. I've never had a way with words. But bloody paltry things. But we would like to thank you, Byrnjolf. You've not just saved the Silver Bazaar. You saved me. You've saved who I am. I see now that I'll have to maintain constant vigilance to keep my home from harm, but it's a vigil I welcome. I'll stand up to any threat that comes through that gate. And we'll stand with you! What do you... Saw what you did for us, having Byrnjolf here chase off Kenrick and all. It's true, there ain't much here worth fighting for, but it's home, goddammit, and I for one ain't ready to give up on it just yet. Aye, this is home, and even if there's nothing left but sand and cracked stone, then I say we build something right here together. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, and most of all, thank you, Byrnjolf. There are no more fine garments of gold spun and brocade here. No more bustling port with ships full of cargo and fish, but the better days live on in our hearts. We are the Silver Bazaar, and it is us. Our memories, our past, our history, that is what makes this place. So long as we remain, so too does hope. You taught us what it is to defend the home we love. And from now on, we'll do no less for ourselves than you've done for us. I have a final favor to ask of you, this letter. I wonder if you would deliver it to Momodi for me when next you visit Ul'dah. She and I have been friends for many years. Let her read my words, and she'll be able to give you the reward I cannot. Now to walk all the way back to Ul'dah. Good, it is finished. And with that, the stage of your training is complete. This time your enemies were ill-behaved ruffians, but who knows what manner of opponents you will face in the future. Regardless, I have faith that you will do well. Master your sword, and you shall master yourself. Now then, there will be work for you in the days to come. Return to your training, Byrnjolf. We will speak again. So I don't really need any of that, because I already have it. Let's grab the gill here. Well, the 10 pieces. Now we have a sword. Oop. Oh, there's the fireworks. What's all this then? You got something for me? A letter? Now who would think to... Kickapoo! Haven't had word from that old gal in ages. How's the dear doing? Let's see here. Uh-huh. That's Kickapoo, alright. Time was I used to call in at the Silver Bazaar quite often. This was back when it was still the busiest hub in Thanalan, mind you. Old Kickapoo and I used to stay up till dawn talking about, well, whatever girls do. Kickapoo's the very heart and soul of that place. Hells, even most folk here in the city still remember her name. Breaks my bloody heart to hear her and them good folk were nearly forced from their land. Dirty business, that. But I'm not to the point of worrying just yet. I'd wager Gil to Goopoo Boop, the Silver Bazaar'll be rallying back to its former glory for long. In any case, I think the 12 you were there to help them. Here, for you, on behalf of Kickapoo and the Bazaar. A ring for me? How gracious of you, madam. Okay, I think I'm going to call it there for now, because it's literally midnight. Well, I should be back with this again at some point. Hopefully there's no other problems with it. I'm probably going to have to think of a new thumbnail or something. Gods. Well, until that time, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.